This game is so hard. Why my friends is so good at this game? Why?
Bro, this game is so easy to play, bro.
How?
You don't know P6, bro. That's
no.
game is related to P6. What do you ask, bro?
Okay.
I help you explain it.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our P6 lesson. This time, we are going to talk about motion in two dimensions. Projectile motion. If an object experiences moving along horizontally, at the same time vertically, this kind of motion is called projectile motion. We are diving into the fascinating world of projectile motion. And what better way to understand it by looking at the popular Angry Birds game?
Oh my god! Wow!
Yes! The same game that has captured the hearts of millions and is not just about flying birds at pigs, but also involves some interesting physics. So let's get started!
Projectile motion is the motion of an object thrown or projected into the air, influenced only by gravity and air resistance, if applicable. In Angry Birds, the birds are projectiles, and understanding their motion can help us grasp key concepts in physics. When you launch a bird at some angle, it follows a curved trajectory due to the force of gravity acting on it. It is called parabolic path. We will try to understand the movement of the birds as projectiles. First is its velocity. Initially, the bird has initial velocity. This initial velocity can be resolved into its x direction as and y direction as. This means that the bird is moving upward while moving to the right. When the bird moves upward, the velocity in x direction is constant or the same as the value of, while the velocity at or along y direction is approaching to zero. When the velocity along y direction is equal to zero, the bird is in its maximum height from the ground. The bird continues its parabolic path during its flight. The bird experiences a motion going downward while going to the right. Or as our Angry Bird approaches its target, gravity plays a crucial role once again. This time, the velocity along x direction is still constant, but the velocity along y direction is approaching to the value same as the initial velocity along y direction, but a negative value to indicate that it is going downward until the ball reaches the ground and the velocity is zero. Or the downward force increases its velocity, turning it into a force to be reckoned with. Boom! A bird hits the target, showcasing the principles of projectile motion in action. So the next time you launch an Angry Bird, remember the basics at play. To sum up everything, the key factors influencing this motion are initial velocity, launch angle, and of course, gravity. The velocity along x direction is constant, and the velocity along y direction is changing with respect to its position. Initially, the velocity along y direction is when the bird reaches the maximum height, the velocity along y direction becomes zero, and the velocity of the bird before it reaches the ground is equal to the initial velocity along y direction, but in negative value. This time, let us look at the acceleration. There is no other acceleration governing to this kind of motion, but only the acceleration due to gravity, which is equal to 9.8 meters per second squared. This acceleration is pointing downward and is constant during the bird flight. Lastly, for distances, there are only two distances which we should give attention. These are the maximum height when the bird's velocity along y direction is zero, and the distance traveled to the bird during its flight. Before we end, let me leave you with this trivia. Did you know that in projectile motion, to have a maximum distance travel of an object, it should be fired at 45-degree angle? As we launch our Angry Bird, consider the launch angle. The angle at which the bird is launched greatly affects its trajectory. The steeper angle may result in a higher peak, while a shallower angle will cover more horizontal distance. The initial velocity determines how fast the bird is launched, impacting the overall range and height of its flight. Take note of these factors as we see our Angry Bird in action. That is all for now. I hope you learned something today. Once again, this is Kuya Dance. See ya!
Now you understand it, bro?
Yes, bro. Now I get it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Let me try to kick the pig asses, bro. Thank you, bro.
Bang! Bang! One hit. One shot, one hit. The power of P6. Projectile motion. What the f***? 2-star? Damn.
Easy!